Welcome to my first proper photography video on this YouTube channel. Once again, this is the Boston Nav Geeks YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope I can kind of make some things clear about what I do, because this YouTube channel is not really much of a photography space for me. That's more saved for my Instagram. So, if the title of the video isn't already clear, I don't know what I'm going to name this title. This is a video talking about what is in my camera bag. So this is a whole gear showdown collection, whatever you want to call it, of just the stuff that I use to take the photos that I do of planes, of cars, of concerts, anything. This is also a video that can hopefully help you know what to do, because all of this stuff is what I use, recommended by me, used by me. So let's go take a listen. So hopefully this video can help you know what I use, maybe give you some recommendations. Also drop down in the comments if you need advice on anything, or if you want video requests, if you want to know what gear to use for a certain price, whatever. Just drop that in the comments, I'll help you out. I'll also try and link everything that I can in the description box if you want to go actually buy this stuff for yourself. So let's go. I don't know. So, it's heavy. My camera bag is this right here. This is the Canon something camera bag. It was like $30 on Amazon. You can see a theme with this video that it's all just cheap shit. So this particular bag opens from the back with the front opening up, which can be kind of annoying in the sense that if you're like putting your bag on the ground, if you're out like taking shots of like on a beach, right, of a plane, or like in the desert with like dune buggies or something. So now what's all the dirty shit that's on the ground is now going to be on your back. So that's a little problem that I have with this bag, but it's fine. I just can deal with it. That's for the camera bag. It works really, really good. I like it. It's actually falling apart right now. I'll probably get some like little clips of it and put it in here and there. But so that's a problem that I have with this bag, but considering that it was $30, you know, you can't really argue. So let's get into the good stuff with cameras. What am I actually shooting on? Starting off with my main camera, it's this. This is the Sony A7 II. It's a full-frame mirrorless camera released by Sony in 2014. And although this thing is already that old, this thing is still very usable despite being made in 2014. It has a 24 megapixel full-frame sensor that comes in really handy for nighttime shooting and stuff. What else does it have, like, for specs? It's got, you know, a really, really handy tilting screen. This comes in very handy for shooting cars and concerts where I need to get, like, low, and I can have the tilting screen for that. It's got a pretty good electronic viewfinder in there. It works great. It's got the very good Sony E-mount, which has tons of lenses available for that, and it works really, really good overall. My secondary camera, however, is a little older. This is the Nikon D300, and this is a professional line DSLR from 2007. Yes, 2007. And like I said, this Sony has a full frame. Come on, focus. This thing has a full frame sensor. When you look at this, it has an APS-C sensor. And of course, it's a DSLR, so it's got that in there. And I'll also show you all the shutter sounds of these cameras. So it has a 12 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor, not CCD here. We don't like that here. It's got, since it's from the professional line, it's got the little monochrome display up here. That little monochrome display, which can come in very handy for a lot of stuff, but you don't really need it. It's got live view, which is crazy for 2007 DSLRs. I still find this thing very, very usable. Something that I do have complaints about this Nikon DSLR, my other DSLRs that I've had, that this Sony doesn't have, is chromatic aberration. Overall, it's not that bad, but compared to my Canon Rebel T7 that I had on loan from my school a couple months ago, that thing was absolute shit with chromatic aberration. Like, that is my biggest complaint with that camera, is it was terrible in terms of that, you know, like, it was annoying. Lightroom couldn't fix it. It was just terrible. I also have my Nikon Z50. Actually, this is my brother's camera, but I think I've used it more than him because he just doesn't really care about photography anymore. So this is like, this is his camera. Still got the tilty screen, although this one can go like this. so you can like take a selfie or something. I've never really used that. Once again, got an EVF. This is a 20 megapixel APS-C size sensor with, it's funny seeing like, right, this mount, and then this mount is just huge in comparison to the sensor. I think it just looks really goofy. I do really like Nikon mirrorless cameras like the Z line. They are really, really good. I do really, really like them. So that's cameras. Now let's get into glass. Lenses. What lenses am I using? There's quite a few actually. For my A7 II, my main lens is this. This is the Sony OSS 18 to 200 mm lens. So this 18 to 200 millimeter lens, I'm gonna be honest, I think 18 to 200 is better than 24 to 70 in the sense that you can get wide with 18 and then ultra telephoto at 200, and you can recreate me when I see. Then for my D300, it is this Tamron 28 to 200. You can see a theme with cheap lenses and the 200 theme stuff. This lens, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's really nice. It came with a lens hood. It's a little bit bigger than this one. I mean, they're both pretty chunky lenses, but this is considerably older in the sense that this thing's focusing ring, like watch that. Like you could just see how smooth that is, and then this one over here is just, it's not smooth, it's very clicky, whereas this one is just, you can't really even hear anything. So this lens, I haven't had too much real world experience with it. From what I can tell, vintage Tamron lenses are decent. They aren't terrible. Like I said, I haven't really been able to use this thing at all, but I'm looking forward to it. Alright, next, for my brother's Z50, it is this Viltrox 56mm. So this 56mm lens, from what I've used this camera for, what he's used this camera for, it works really good. You know, you can get that super wide aperture of, you know, f1.4 or whatever. I don't care about that stuff, man. But it's for a low light situation. This lens is terrible in comparison to this one in low light. This thing can open up crazy, and this thing is really tight. That's what she said! You might be asking, do you have any secondary lenses? No. I do have a secondary lens for my Nikons, which is off with my Nikon D3000, which is a entry-level DSLR from Nikon from 2008, and it is this thing is way better, honestly, and it's about the same price. So my backup lens for my Nikon DSLRs is a Sigma DC 18 to 200 millimeter. All these kids, oh, Sigma. Yeah, whatever. There are the Sigma of lenses. So my backup lens right now is this dog shit ProMaster 60 to 300 mil. This thing is abominable garbage. It's a terrible lens. It's a terrible lens. I think it was $30 on eBay, and it is terrible. I'll put up some photos, because my house is right below the J Fund arrival approach into Boston Logan, so they'll go over my house at about 8,000 feet, and I was out there with my Nikon, and I just put this at 300mm. I'll put some of the photos up. They were terrible. Unusable. It was such a dog shit lens. Alright, what now? I think I could go into tech now. So, I don't know if this matters. My phone, I use a iPhone 15 Pro. The camera, the camera that you're watching this on right now is a Sony ZV-1F. It's a little vlog camera. I think it works really good. It's 20 megapixels. It's got a 1-inch sensor with a fixed lens, so there's no interchangeable lenses. It can record 4K 30. I keep it in 1080p 60 frames a second just because I feel like frame rate is more important than resolution in a lot of cases. The microphone that I'm talking into right now is a Shure SM7B, the go-to microphone, right? I have one. I'm just like Joe Rogan. I don't know if that's a good thing. But in terms of that, my MacBook, this is the powerhouse of my editing, is a 14-inch MacBook Pro M4, and I honestly, this thing works great. I have no problems with it. I love it. It works, like you can see. Oh no, me MacBook. And then I don't know if you can really see it, but there's some yeah, there it is, some dents on the bottom. I use this thing to absolute hell and back. For schoolwork, like instead of notebooks, I like to use this 10th generation base iPad. It's just the 64 gigabyte, whatever. For my stylus, I just have a $10 bootleg Apple Pencil from Amazon. It works great. I don't care, man. Now, for the little stuff that's just randomly in my bag. Wait, no, I should talk about batteries. So, the really only batteries that you should... Oh, jeez. So, really all that we should care about with batteries is... what they are. So these are the these are the K&F Concept, just cheap Amazon batteries that I bought for like $30 for a pack of 3. That also comes with a charger. And K&F Concept, I bought a lot of stuff from them. They are a really good brand. They're a little bit pricey, but they work great. So I have no complaints against that. I haven't really, I should probably do a review on those because I just got them yesterday, so I haven't really tested them out that much. From what I can see, they're probably okay. K&F Concept is a good brand. So for audio, I run my microphone into this Behringer, I think that's how you say it, Euphoria UMC22. It's just a little, it's not like back with my drums and stuff. For this, I have a bunch of microphones on that running into a, I don't even know the brand of the soundboard right now, just some weird 6-channel mixer, or no, it's a 7-channel mixer. So that works great. This works great. I think it's really good. Headphones, I just either, depending on if I'm here, I'm using just the Apple EarPods, just whatever, cheap little guys. I think they work great. Then for on the go, I use the AirPod Pro 3s, the new ones. The noise cancellation is good for, you know, little earbuds. I love them. And then, oh yeah, my drone. What am I flying? So besides real planes, I don't have it with me, but this is, I use a DJI Mini 4K. I have the batteries, but I don't have the actual drone right now. I love it. It works really good. I think it works great. It takes some really good photos. I'll put some examples up when I talk about the stuff. I love it. It works really good. Now for just, I said this like 3 times, just for the little random crap in my bag, we got 5 gum spearmint, best spearmint gum. I got some hand sanitizer. Well, now that I sprayed hand sanitizer on my camera, I can show you my cleaning kit. This thing was like 10 bucks on Amazon. Ace Pour Cleaning Experts, and I just loaded it up with a bunch of shit. So, perfect. I can just get this random microfiber cloth. So this cleaning kit, it just comes with really all the stuff that you need. I use a lot of eye cloths. I don't know, my brother gets them for me. I think he steals them from people. For my little I have a battery pack. It's this little 5,000 milliamp hour pocket juice. Just a tiny little guy with 2 USB-A ports on it. You know, whatever, small little things. I just use whatever cables I have. I'm just a fucking cheapskate, bro. I use this iPod Nano 7th generation. I'm looking at my camera in OBS and it's reversed. I have this iPod Nano 7th generation. This thing, it's unbelievably good. It's not charged right now. So thin, and it's got 16 gigabytes, which is more than enough music than you need. And if you can't tell that I play the drums and the guitar, I'm a big music nerd. I have a Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University pen. I got a handful of Blistex chapstick. This is just completely stupid. When you go to Blistex, you cannot go back to normal chapstick. It's the best. So that's really all the gear that I use. This is probably going to be a really, really short video. I can't really think of anything else that I use, like lens caps. I just use the ones that come. I don't really use polarizers or, I have some UV filters. I just don't really care about that. My PC, though, I can talk about this. This PC right here. This thing has gotten me through so much. Here, oh, it's a mess behind my desk. But this thing right here, don't make fun of me, but it is an Alienware Aurora R8. It has a RTX 2060 and a 9th gen i5, which runs all that I need it to run. You know, it's from like 2018. It was passed down to me from my mom. Right, it runs what I need it to run. It's not the newest thing or whatever. My monitors are genuinely just some shit shitty monitors from like 2011. I'm not even gonna list those. They're just old pieces of junk. My microphone stand, I guess I could say, is just some cheap one from Amazon. There's a lot of cheap stuff from Amazon here. My tripod too is once again just a cheap tripod from Amazon. I'll try and list stuff in the description. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. But let me know if there's anything that I missed, if there's anything else you want to see, if you want advice, what you want to see on the channel, just anything you got, put it in the comments. I'll try and list everything that I can. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you have a great day. Always just keep shooting, never stop, be artful, have artful.